Welcome to this Windows and Computer channel, and of course we have tons of people asking for 19H2 or version 1909 of Windows 10, and when will that be available? So we're updating, of course, today, Monday, October 7th, 2019. And that update for today, well, what's happening exactly with this version of Windows 10? Well, it's very quiet, of course, on the Microsoft side of things, trying to understand if, when and how we're going to get this. Well, we know how. It's going to be a cumulative update. But the interesting aspect of this is we learned a few more things. One of them is that the build numbers will be really close. If you are on the May 2019 update, your build number is 18362. The 19H2 build will have a build number of 18363. Very, very small increment. So that tells you that it's also very small. The differences are very small between both versions. And so what is interesting in there is the fact that the cumulative updates that will come for one will actually be available for the other. So that means that when 1903 or build 18362, which is the May 2019 update, gets a cumulative update, it will apparently automatically also be available for 18363 because they are so close in numbers. So that's one of the things that we kind of learned this week. The release date still unknown, but rumors are aplenty that it might come tomorrow with Patch Tuesday. Who knows? Maybe it will, maybe it won't. But if it does, cool. If it doesn't, be patient. There's really not a lot in here, and there's really no rush into getting this new version, of course. Some people once again asking me about performance. Well, for me, performance of 19H2 is equal to performance of 1903 to May 2019 update, which is pretty much equal to the update to the speed of what the other versions were. Really nothing much in terms of differences in performance here. So I think this is indication that it's going to be pretty much the same speed. A lot of people saying, well, it can't stay the same speed and blah, blah, blah. Well, yeah, they are actually working hard to make sure that new versions don't actually, aren't slower or anything than the previous ones. A interesting side to it, and Microsoft did mention it a few times, they say that 19H2 might actually offer you better battery life. So this is interesting to see. I would have had to test it on version 1903 and test out what the battery life was before. Personally, I don't think if there's one, honestly, I think it's not big enough to really be noticeable because I have used my laptop on battery quite a lot. I think I have pretty much the same battery life, so I don't really see much of a difference. Once again, this is a cumulative update, so you guys will get it through Windows Update as a cumulative update and not a big feature update that takes a million years to install and reinstalls Windows pretty much, which is, I think, going to be a breath of fresh air for a lot of people because this is what a lot of people have been asking. Stop giving big updates all the time. Yet it is an update, and I know a lot of people don't like this. I will once again talk about the fact that this is a optional download and install. That means it will be in a separate section in your Windows updates where if you don't click on it, it just won't install. And that is the promise for future updates also that Microsoft has said. So that means if you're on the May 2019 update and you're happy there, or you're on the October 2018 update and you're happy over there, it's okay. So a lot of people have been asking about, the media creation tool thing and the update process, and will there be an image? I would think there would be an image that would be directly 1909, but because it's a cumulative update, it could be. They could technically stay on 1903 and just say, hey, we're gonna, you'll get a cumulative update when it arrives. But even though it's a cumulative update, not a big major update, I still think they will update the media creation tool with 1909. And that, of course, when it happens, will basically tell us that, oh, okay, we are on the new version, and that's official. But I do think they will upgrade their media creation tool with the latest image for 1909. That would follow the logic of Microsoft, and that means you'll be installing the latest version when you get that. And I want to stress out that it's always useful to keep an older version just in case, because they're difficult to get or impossible to get once you get to the new versions. And sometimes some of you might want to go back into an older version, and that means having the image. And of course, unfortunately, Microsoft doesn't give us the choice of images. They always give us only the latest image for upgrading. So is this the week of 19H2 or version 1909? That, of course, we will talk about during the week. If you enjoy our videos, please subscribe, give us thumbs up. Thank you for watching.